Alright, so last week it was you woke up from the previous night and was last week when Sam had his dream?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. He had his dream about his about the attempted kidnapping, but was interrupted by a great flash of holy light. A little bit talking to Kina about why about some speculation on maybe why some people want her or people from her organization. Who knows? But that one dude who was off somewhere next morning found some cigarettes in the alleyway near the inn. But on your way out, stop by Okami, talk to him briefly, be like, catch you later. We gotta field the druid up, and went out 5 hours into Kina's little. It wasn't not really a ritual, just long ass spell casting. Got interrupted by a bunch of dudes on horseback, and not the good kind. Not the
Necessarily interrupted. We were more discouraged to discover.
Yes, but
basically what happened is we saw, they came, we kicked their asses.
Yes. And there was lots of horses and daggers involved.
There were horses and daggers. There was, a barn was where the party decided to 300 this, and kind of. A weird 300. I've been in a 300 situation. It was quite hilarious.
I've never been so confused as to who is where.
Yeah. And you push back the so-called Stormpike's Guild members, and then when Goran was finally realized, way too late, that he was outmatched, he attempted to run, and then you knocked out his horse, and then
many of his teeth.
Yeah, and then Sheero croqueted him with his
Yeah.
or not croqueted him. It's cricket. It was. I was like, that's. I was like,
it was a golf swing.
No, that's the thing. When you do it on horseback, it's cricket.
Isn't that polo?
Oh no, yeah, right. That's correct. Polo. Yes, the other British sport. You're right. I totally got those backed up. I was like, big paddles.
Yeah. Except instead it was just a giant warhammer.
But yeah. Golf on a horse. But
it's pretty much that's exactly what it is.
Yeah. But two of the horses ran away when Sheero Mufasa roared at them. But they're off somewhere. But jumping into where we're at now, which we left off literally after combat. So just to recap, you've got 3 that are stable and unconscious, and 3 that are dead. Goran's that's of the regulars. Goran's unconscious. The horse that Goran's the one that he was riding is unconscious. I didn't point this out last time, but I'll just point it out now. His horse is distinctly different from the rest. I'm not saying that like statistically. I'm saying it looks like of a different looks like it was bred and raised somewhere else. But the other ones are all kind of they all kind of look like, yeah, you all grew up on the same bloodline and stuff like that, like similar fur and similar traits, like they were kind of raised in the same farm areas. But Goran's is definitely not. It's one from somewhere else. But that's
what colors are the ponies? What colors are the horsies?
The six ones that the regulars were riding, they're a light brown. His is more of a black. Or I should just say is a black. It's a black horse.
Can I have the black one?
Well, it's It's currently unconscious. But
I will heal the black one. I think I have a spell slot left. You're
do.
going to have to fact check me. Okay. I'm gonna heal the unconscious one.
Alright.
And pet
Nice.
its nose and give it a ration. Well, actually, I'll give it grass. I don't know what's in my ration.
Which one am I sitting on?
Hey, too.
Oh,
I
you're.
don't think anyone is on a horse besides Sheero, who just full send it.
You were on this one. I was moving the tokens around to sort things out. You're on that one. But Keena's still in the barn, casting the spell still.
And technically, Yvonne is in there too, because I ran in there to check
Yeah.
on her immediately.
You did.
So I'm with Keena, kind of. I'll stick my head out the window. Priscilla, darling, are you? Oh, okay. You've made a new friend. Good to know. Meow.
Is there one of the dudes over there? Oh no, he got up.
There's not a dude over there. There's a horse that Priscilla just kind of took over. So Priscilla just kind of keeps on patting on the horse and just keeping an eye out. And Yvonne will turn back inside and call out, "Get Goran in here and tie him quickly. I'll start tying these other ones."
Zylna is already fucking doing that. She has him, like, tied up and like, dragged him over back to his horse and is now, like, feeding the horse.
You do this and Yvonne just looks over. Oh, you already are. Cool.
Zylna just nods and says, "It's not my first time."
I normally work
And then
alone.
just kind of,
This is
like,
very
stares at him.
different for me. I'm so sorry.
She just kind of shrugs.
Alright, so so Goran is over by the black horse and by Zylna outside of the barn. Where what are you doing with the other ones?
The other ones, I want to just kind of take the captured ones and tie them all up and put them in this stall.
Okay. Which one?
I want to, let's say this stall down here with the not dead one.
Okay.
Stormpike Guild member who I threw a knife at.
He's,
I just kind of like looks at it. Wow, it was not
Alright,
expecting to hit that.
he's alive. Where's... And this. These are the three that are alive. And the dead
Okay.
ones?
The dead ones, I'll just put the other Stormpike Guild dead person with the other Stormpike Guild dead person.
I start dragging freaking what's his name back to the group.
Goran's already there. Zylna
Oh,
already
okay.
took care of that.
Oh, okay, cool.
I would call for more rope, because I only have one thing of rope.
Sam will drop off his horse and give them the rope off his pack.
Marvelous, thank you. Also, once we get back, if you are ever in the city of Tross, I am getting you a fine set of daggers.
Indeed. You
Oh.
worked really well with them.
Yes, I
Thank you,
was very impressed. You can keep my dagger. I have a feeling it'll be more use in your hands anyway.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Triple praise.
After we've kind of
You're
tied everyone up, I'll move the horses so that they're all kind of on one side.
Is anyone else hearing the crackling?
It's probably me.
Is it me?
I don't know.
I think no, it's when Ty talks.
Uh-oh.
When I talk?
Occasionally, yeah. I just want to are other people hearing it, or is it my end?
I don't hear it. I'm
Me
sorry.
either.
I'll switch headsets.
Are you all experienced adventurers? Is this the first time you've been in combat against other people?
For the most part,
this better?
yes.
So far.
Cool.
Maybe me, I'm just gonna refresh Discord on my end just to double make sure. Okay.
Were they orcs? Yeah, they were
Alright.
orcs.
Alright,
Orcs?
continue.
I don't remember us fighting orcs. I'm sorry.
That was like the first episode, I think.
Second.
We fought like 2 orcs. It was very,
Yeah.
very.
It was very
I-
quick.
I was
Was
a
it
target.
the episode? Was that
Session
the
2.
episode where I was having difficulty staying awake, or did I just forget that?
It might have been, yeah. I don't really remember which one's which at this point. Even
was-
though this is like the 4th session or something like that.
This is session 5. But yeah, the
Yeah, this
orcs
is
were
session.
second session. It was they were a travel encounter.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, on the
I
way
remember
here.
that we met them on the side of the road, but yeah, we spent the first session just in town, so yeah.
Does it
Indeed.
Get, does
So
it
I
get
re-
easier to take lives?
No?
Not necessarily, no. I would say.
Zylna's just kind of like spacing out.
I would say lives should only be taken when necessary, including in defense of ourselves and our friends and our charge.
I agree. I know that it had to be done, and it was the right thing to do, but I still feel sick over it.
Hmm.
It gets better after a while. Usually it's better not to kill people, I suppose, but if you plan on being an adventurer for the rest of your life, you will have to kill people probably more often than not, so she like spaces out again. She's just like staring at the people tied up. She usually has like a nice, like pleasant demeanor, but after the last couple of days, after the little scuffle at the inn, she like hasn't been smiling at all.
Hmm.
Are you okay?
Oh, just this whole thing has been very stressful.
Understandable.
Quite.
Well, now that we have these people taken care of, maybe things will be a little bit easier.
One can hope. I suppose we'll have to see for ourselves.
Now comes the matter of what necessarily to do with them. Goran, I definitely feel we should take with us back to Balder Harbor.
I would have to agree. As well as figuring out what exactly they wanted with our new friend.
Indeed. It could have been an honest mistake that happened, and he could have been misled and simply had his orders to get her no matter what. And we could have been in the way. The seal was a forgery, but he may not have been aware of that. I don't want to accuse anyone until it's not our job to accuse someone. It's our job to deliver the facts and to adventure. I'd like to take Goran to Balder Harbor, report this to Roland, and then he kind of gestures off to Sam, who would come. Oh no, I don't know if I know you came from Stormpike. But
didn't.
My character came from this town.
No, the building you came from.
Oh.
When we first met in the city. Regardless.
Yeah.
But also, we should report this to the Stormpikes, so perhaps Roland can take it over once we get there. As far as the other three go, I believe we don't necessarily have to take them. They can be imprisoned, I hope, here in Trost, here in Nona Village, apologies, until whatever happens, but we'll need to get to Nona Village back to the city in order to determine whether or not that's possible. As far as the dead go, I just don't want to leave them here. This is not a cemetery, and I would rather not leave the dead hanging around someone's house.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, I think we should send the bodies back to Stormpike so they can take care of the funeral arrangements and get the bodies to their families if they have some.
Indeed. The other option is we can simply take all of them to Stormpikes and use their horses. It will mean...
I think we should just take all of them to Stormpike.
Okay, we'll probably have to charter more horses.
Yeah, I doubt that this town has enough jail space for these people, or enough officials on hand.
As far as once we get to Balder Harbor, I'm not sure if all of us should go into the city. I don't want to go into the city with 3 dead bodies, 3 captured bodies, and Goran.
And Goran.
Alarming the general public does not sound like a good idea to me.
I agree.
I can stay behind if you all want me to, I suppose.
I was thinking that we should get a small... Kina, of course, should come with us, as she's not a part of this. She simply was an unfortunate victim, I believe, in all of this. So she, I believe, should come with whoever is going to Roland. I should probably go to Roland, because I can point out the forgery. Perhaps either Sam or Zylna, if either of you could accompany me, and Kina, and then Sheriff, you could stay behind with whoever else to keep the remaining individuals incarcerated. Well, imprisoned. You know what I mean.
Yes, I do.
It's
I
been
understand.
a rough day.
Indeed it has.
I suppose I'll stay outside of town. I didn't leave anything in town, so I don't really need to go back in.
And technically, just Kina and myself can go in too. The main point of this is just to... Apologies, sorry.
Sorry. I think Sam still had business in town.
Of course,
Yes.
we have to go back to Nona Village to let them know once we've completed the stuff. But I don't want to sleep in the village tonight. The rest of you can. I don't think I want to do that with our prisoners and put that on the townspeople. Blood is terrifying to get out of wood. And
Are you
that
speaking from
establishment
experience?
had very nice hardwood flooring.
I've found blood is actually not too hard to get out of flooring. Well, maybe not flooring, it's not too hard to get out of clothes, at least. And then she just kinda like, I don't know. Anyway.
Everyone kind of like blinks for a minute, kind of both like confused and like not entirely knowing what's going on.
I mean, she's the only woman, is what I would. But
Oh.
periods are a bitch. But anyway,
I don't think anyone
Jesus.
else saw it that way at first.
okay. Also that though, she like
I think we finally
she,
found
like,
out what her
starts-
backstory is. She's a psycho murderer.
no.
Oh my god.
Anyways, Kina, how are you?
I'm fine. A little bit to go on this spell, but should be done in a few hours.
Alright.
Lovely. Hopefully reinforcements don't arrive, because I'm pretty well spent.
As am I.
We need to move fast. I wouldn't be surprised if there were more reinforcements. But who really knows?
Indeed.
This might, well, it was 6 people, so I don't know.
And it was more than he tried to do when he rudely decided to get into my room. So, he only had
Yes,
2 other
it's
individuals
better
then,
to-
so...
It's better to err on the side of caution, regardless.
Indeed.
I'll wait in here with Kina. Priscilla will keep watch outside. If we want to move the horses to the outside of the barn to kind of keep them out of the way, and then we'll load them up with the bodies, I can wait outside of the city with the bodies while we report to the townsperson.
That sounds fair enough.
So are you like staying outside with all of those criminals too, or like what's going on? Or are
Basically,
you
what
staying
Yvonne's trying to
outside with
say
the
is...
bodies? Oh,
Basically,
okay.
what Yvonne's trying to say is we don't want to take the bodies and the prisoners into the city. I don't want to freak out a public that's already terrified of blights.
Yeah, makes sense.
So I was just gonna kind of like stay outside with the city. You guys walk in, tell the mayor like, hey, we've cleared out the blight infestation. Also, your land is now healing. Kina's completed her thing. Kina would go with you to kind of like, yes, 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 of course, you're yes man. And then we would kind of camp outside the city so that the bodies would not freak out the public.
Right.
Us should probably stay back with Yvonne, just in case they wake up and somehow break through the ropes.
Sam,
I can
if you would
stay.
like to accompany Kina into the city, then you can also get a chance to talk to your friend as well.
That sounds acceptable.
We'll wait outside the city for you until the morrow, if you decide to stay there for the night too as well.
I don't know what I'll do yet. I'll figure it out when I get there.
Indeed.
Got a room here, but I'm not sure if I should stay. He had said that I'm
The
a
choice is
completely
yours.
different person. I don't want to alarm him or make things uncomfortable.
Indeed. Did we look through these individuals? We didn't loot these individuals. Oh dear lord. Avon will start rifling through pockets in
Oh,
absolute
jeez.
disgust of himself. Just absolutely angry with himself.
Fucking Luke Goblin.
Loot goblin? Is that I guess that's a term.
Alright, so you're searching.
Can I search people too?
Yeah.
I guess Sam will start rifling through pockets. He's a little more apprehensive of the idea at first.
It's mostly to remove weapons, and if they have gold and such on them, we can find out what else they have on them. So that they can't, cut the bonds while we're sitting here. We don't want to leave just two of us here when they have all their weapons and armor and such.
Okay, yeah, that makes
I search
sense.
What's his face?
You loot Goran. Alright. So on Goran.
Oh, sorry, I'm useless without my notes.
Yeah. On Goran, you find a hand crossbow, 18 crossbow bolts, a document, and a short sword. Collectively amongst the other 6, 6 scimitars, 6 palm pistols, and a total of collective of 28 bullets.
Oh, that's right. I did steal one of their pistols during the combat. I don't have proficiency with that. I bet that's probably a martial weapon.
Oh, it's martial firearm. It is in and of itself its own thing.
Right.
It can be learned through a couple ways, but it would be a it would be
it would be a process.
Yeah.
Right.
And there's and Goran had a total of 26 gold and 65 silver on him, and the other dudes had a collective of 6 gold and 16 silver.
Cool. I don't know how to add any of that to my sheet.
Don't worry. I'm putting
It'll
in
all be handled.
I'm useless. I'm sorry.
I put it in the party sheet.
Okay.
It's in party sheet, so once we start laying claim to it, it'll kind of just appear in our sheet and be added to it.
Okay.
You can also manually grab things, but from the party sheet, you just have to drag it and drop it into your inventory. Or I can assign them in groups, but other than that, don't when you decide to distribute. But yeah.
Okay. Several questions. For the palm pistols, are they like magazine fed, or are they like single shot
They're single. They are good old fashioned pistols, single shot, flintlock, and bang.
Okay. Could I
White
grab a
white
couple
smoke.
extra rounds? 1 second. Oh, what, Amanda?
You can take the bullets.
It does look pretty. You did a good job, sis. Sorry, my sister served me dinner.
Aww.
Right. How many bullets am I
20.
being allowed to take?
There's 28.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm not. Am I the only one who's interested in them?
I have no use for bullets.
Yeah, bards don't get
Me either.
proficiency with that, so.
Well, neither do warlocks, but I'm gonna try.
There's always training.
Alright, cool. If
Yeah.
no one lays claim to the bullets, I'll take the whole 28.
Alright.
also a note, Zylna, like, gagged the guy, too. 'Cause why not?
Okay.
Did they have the insignias on them still? The storm pikes
Oh, yes, they do.
guild? Okay.
Actually, I would
Each
say...
of them had one?
Actually, Goran. Just Goran.
Just Goran had the storm pike symbol.
Yeah, did I make an item and forget about that? Okay, maybe not.
I want to inspect this symbol.
Go ahead.
I've spent some time around guilds. I want to see if this is an actual, like, it's made of material that I know Storm Pikes normally uses. Is it the same symbol or something off?
Roll investigation. This symbol seems entirely legitimate.
Okay.
Oh, wait. You'd have one more.
The symbol is a bomb. There's two.
Yes.
Okay. One of the other guys had it.
No, Goran has it.
Goran has two.
This one... this one was tucked in an entirely different pouch as the other stuff, but but in his cloth bag, eventually you'd realize it was there. It's a small symbol. It doesn't have any official stamp. It doesn't have like any writing on it. It is roughly shaped like this.
Would Yvonne recognize it in any way?
Roll history. You think you've seen this. You kind of recognize it, that you've seen it from time to time, but you're not. You never are never able to figure out exactly what it was for. It only ever seemed to be. From what you can know, you know that it would have been more in the Jormungandr area.
Okay.
It's a silver badge with a symbol of a triangular eye. I'll put that on there.
If no one objects, Yvonne will hold on to the papers.
Okay.
The document from Goran Holson that identified as false, which I will check to see is the same
Oh, right.
if it's the same document.
That is not.
Oh.
Oh.
Which I'm now realizing all the crap I forgot to put on him last night that he would have had anyway. You do find his document that he had from yesterday. Looks same as you saw before. But it's written in, there's nothing cryptic about it, so you can straight up read it.
Okay, I do so.
If you click on it, I'll make sure.
A scroll that contains instructions and a map.
I'll share the map.
I can't see any of this. I picked a bad day to have a bad computer.
Oh.
I will upload that map onto the Discord.
Go with the prisoner to the click mark on the map. This is entrance to South America. Here with the...
What?
Hand over the prisoner to those who greet you and leave the crypt. Your quest is completed at this point.
Wait, where are you
It's
That's not coming up for...
Look, click on prisoner escort instructions. The item underneath map.
It's gonna load for me.
Is it in images?
What, the map or what Matt was reading?
It's on the feed.
Here, I'll share it to make sure it's up front.
Okay.
I'm just gonna make it so that like Sheero is reading it over your shoulder. He was like,
Oh. Is there any indication of guild insignia or who authorized this?
Nope.
really wonder what this could mean. And if maybe the crypt has some significance as well. Who would want her?
Thought. The other quest on the board was a crypt clearing quest. A Romnian Empire era crypt has become a hotspot of undead activity, and a significant outbreak is feared to be imminent.
You believe that this crypt that's in... You believe that the crypt in the instructions is the same crypt, then?
Can I have, like, a link to the Twitch, actually?
Oh, yeah.
That would probably be easier. I also cannot read the note, so, yeah.
I'll, let's see, I'll paste it into... Put this in... Put this in Valhalla for now.
Interesting. It appears someone needs Kina, and they're desperate enough to try to forge a insignia of Jormungandr. But everything else was legitimate. We have to get to Baldur Harbor quickly.
Well, we've got horses now, so...
I would suggest not messing around with this, honestly.
I want to turn all of this over to Roland.
Indeed. I don't
And-
believe we should explore it now, but it's something that shouldn't be left to rest either.
Indeed.
I'm trying to tell you that this is too dangerous. For I think this small of a guild to get involved in. You're only going to get the guild into more trouble than it can honestly probably take.
Then what do we do? We can always go investigate it, but
We'll all get killed. I don't know, honestly.
I think our only choice is to take it to Roland and arrange a meeting for us to meet the Stormpikes. Because he was operating with the Stormpike symbol. However, I found this... Zylna found this separate symbol. And I don't know what it means yet. I believe Gorn's still the Stormpike symbol, and his true guild is this one.
One of the dudes starts to stir awake.
Could I ask them?
Indeed. Could be quite
He's a bronze,
informative.
But Sheero should do the talking. You look intimidating and you have lots of teeth.
I am rather persuasive when I need to be.
Just FYI,
That works as well.
it's been about an hour since fighting stopped.
Zylna will take the triangle thing. Or whatever it is.
The badge. The
Yeah.
triangle eye badge. Yeah.
Yeah, the triangle eye badge. And I guess she'll, like, sit in front of, the guy, who, like, the guy who's waking up. Is it the same guy I was talking to during the fight? Or is it a different guy?
Just imagine.
Yes, please.
Wakes up.
That's a
One.
good question. Yes.
Lit.
Fantastic.
Zylna's just going to sit quietly and wait for him to get up. Just like standing like right within reach, but also
You're just...
like, ready. back down on the floor
He-
if he gets
He-
like ruggedy.
He lifts his, okay. Alright. He, 1 second, I'm just... There we go. Alright, he stirs away, kind of like, looks around, what? We lose? Why is this
you
rope?
sure did.
Why is this
Zylna
rope?
has like the
This rope-
Zylna has like pleasant demeanor again. Sorry.
Okay. Why am I tied up with lewd rope? This-
Because
is this silk?
you were trying to kill us. Do I look at the rope? Is it silk?
If it's Avon's, yes.
Never heard yourself.
I was gonna say,
Yvonne-
Sam is
Yvonne
much too
goes
drunk
like,
for that.
Yvonne goes like sheet white and just sits there.
And Sheero just looks over at him.
Avon looks at his hands.
I'm so glad I looked at the inventory when you said rope.
Nice.
Why?
Shut up! It was all I had in the moment, okay?
Zylna's like, we wanted
I
you to be
flip off the
comfortable
guard.
because you're such a good friend to me. I'm glad that I didn't have to kill you. You seem like a pleasant enough man. At least when you're not trying to kill me anyway.
Okay. Where's Goran?
He's over there. She like points him out. He's like laying on the floor, knocked out.
Is he still outside? Or did you bring him inside?
I would have dragged him in.
Okay.
If all
Yeah.
of us took him in.
Would he be in a different stall? Or stable?
Probably.
Okay. I'll put him over there.
Avon is probably sitting right next to that stall.
Yeah.
Oh,
Constant eye on this man's.
he looks over. Oh. I see.
Ignore the blood. He got rowdy.
He's alive. So how about you tell me exactly what it is you were doing here? I know you were after our druid friend. But why? And what do you know about Goran, I suppose?
Yeah. Roll persuasion. Of course I dropped the die.
Have to find things. 1 second. Do you want me to roll it on Beyond 20, D&D Beyond, or do you just want to roll it?
If you've got it ready and can roll it, I'm looking at both right now. But if it's being too much trouble, I can roll it. I can roll it off your sheet. Oh, there it is. He looks. He kind of takes in what you said and then really looks at Goran, kind of like as if he's like kind of like really like inspecting him from a distance, of course, because he's. But and then he looks back at you. He's like, don't know much the why. We were told we were going to apprehend your druid friend, and we're gonna take her back to a place and hand her off.
Do you know anything about Goran, really? Has he been in the guild for very long? Are you a Stormpike guild member?
Yes.
Can I side check?
BS meter?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to tower for this. Hold up. Avon's eyebrow cocks
Oh, yeah.
like a
Yeah,
bitch.
I'll pop. Oh, okay.
I already got the tower up on my end.
Okay.
I rolled one too.
All right. What's this? Yeah, Zylna, I don't think he's telling the truth. Yvonne and Sheero, he's lying out of his ass.
Don't lie, or you'll get the same treatment he did, except
You
with
point
even less
to a
teeth.
dead dude.
Sheero, I want
No, he points.
roll intimidation, Sheero.
Okay. Let's see what happens. Holy crap! Nah.
Your intimidation is only a 4.
I have a +0.
I know.
This is why intimidation should be based off the strength or constitution stat.
I agree. Honestly, I agree with that.
then it would probably be too good. Zylna, like, coughs a little and is just like... I know... I know that... Today is not a good day for me to be Charisma Caster. Hold on. I know that you're just trying to save your own skin, but if you don't talk to us, you might not have any skin left to save. So I'll ask once more nicely. You see, like, him over there, and she'll, like, point at the guy who's, like, got fucking decapitated.
Okay.
And she, like, looks back at him, and she's like, I don't think you want that to happen to you, especially with your, what did you say you had, like, some children? They probably wouldn't want that on their doorstep, so if you could please just give us a little bit of honesty, that would be nice.
Alright, now I want you to roll intimidation.
Yep.
Does she get advantage for being so...
That was direct.
That's why
That was scary.
That's why it's not strength based.
Yeah.
But I have heard the strength argument for, like, when it comes to barbarians, but yeah, it's...
You've had Sheero use it a couple times, I think, in this game.
Yeah.
I didn't
Well, no,
use
I just-
inspiration on it. I don't know how to give myself advantage.
If
So,
you...
I hit the button. I think that's how it goes.
Okay, so you're using inspiration?
Yeah.
Alright. If it's just
It didn't fucking work.
just roll it twice. And I'll mark
just
off.
roll it.
And we'll take the higher.
Nice.
Okay, yes.
And you got your inspo back!
And yeah. Wait,
Hooray!
did I add that, hold on, let me check something real quick. Let me make sure that I didn't add a, just give me... Okay, I just had to make sure that I didn't have a caveat. Oh yeah, you got it back. Okay. I was like, I couldn't remember if it was mine or this rule kind of comes. It's somewhat from, like, Nat 19's home rules kind of thing, and they have a caveat of it, whether it being it has to be a straight roll. And I was pretty sure I left that one out on intentionally.
Yeah, it didn't say that on the thing. I don't know.
Oh, so yeah, I just had to remind myself of, because I think I did address that at one time, and I did look at my notes. But yeah, you got it back. Okay, so yeah, 23. Yeah, he goes pale for a little bit. All right, okay. There's no need to be.
I love if I didn't have to. As you can see, I didn't kill you the first time, but don't be lying to us. If you do, I will kill you. I've killed.
What do you want? What do you want to know?
I want to know why exactly you're after our druid friend, and what you were planning on doing with her.
I was telling the truth, but a little more detail, I guess, would be, to be honest, I still don't know why. I just know that Gorn told us that we were grabbing her, handing her off to another guild that was supposed to show up at our lake house, and then they take her from there. Well, why? I don't really know. Gorn gets his orders from the family, and that's good enough for the rest of us.
Are you part of the
Family?
Stormpike Guild or from she'll like show the symbol
No,
that she's holding?
Hey, yeah. Yes, we're. Oh, no, we're not Stormpike. I think Gorn technically is, but the rest of us aren't.
Do I recognize this guy?
No.
Alright.
So where is he from?
Are you asking him or me?
Him.
I'm guessing.
So where is
Oh,
Gorn
no.
from?
Maddie
What does
died.
this symbol mean?
No. Somebody else died. Nick died.
So, that's the Dragon Eye of the Helvar family.
The Dragon Eye of the Halvar family?
It's the symbol, the family crest.
Mm-hmm.
Does that mean anything to any of us?
To you,
It
Sheero,
might.
nothing. But, people native to Rindico, which is everyone else, can roll history. It's Yvonne, you, and Sam. At that point, the symbol kind of clicks a little bit. The Halvar family is a mafia family based in Jormungandr. They are the dominating crime family, having can't remember how many years ago it was, but it usurped the was it the Valenti family?
Yeah, that sounds familiar.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So those in the previous campaign, just that was the ones that you dealt with a little bit there. Yeah, they usurped them decades ago. But and they've been the main family in the York, the main crime family in the Jormungandr area.
Zylna just kind of like sighs. And she's like, and she just kind of like turns to the rest of the party and is just like, now you know why I told you not to pry too much.
Well,
And she just like turns back to him and she says, so what are your plans from now on? If we let you go, what will you do?
Well,
Well, she places a very heavy emphasis on the if.
Well, I'm not really one of the rank and file members. More outside help. I would want to go back to what I was doing before. Well, with my day job, I guess you could call it. Gorn's
And
the...
what exactly is your day job?
Work security in one of the casinos in the big casino in the city.
Jormungandr City.
Yes.
Which casino?
The Dragon Eye Casino.
Is that how he says it, or is that like
That's how he said it.
you? Okay. Insight check then, I guess.
Same here.
Yeah.
If I be Susarudi?
Yeah.
Why am I rolling so bad?
Yeah. Shiro and Yvonne, you think that, yeah, he was telling the truth. He seemed like when he was saying it, he felt nervous at kind of, as he was saying, he kind of felt nervous that he was reassociating himself with something that was clearly the family affiliated, but and one second.
Meanwhile, outside, Priscilla and Horse. So how was your day? My day was going fabulously until these hooligans showed up. Luckily, I have a strong mage man who is my master who helped thwart these individuals. And did you see that lion man? Oh, one could swoon.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
As Priscilla's talking to a horse that just nibbles grass. I know, right? It just floats around it.
Mic check on for Sam. I haven't heard anything from you. There, okay. Just want to make sure it was working.
Alright.
Thanks.
Yeah, we've
He seems to
Oh
be
yeah, because
telling
of
the-
last session.
well.
Oh yeah.
Oh no.
Also last game, it was with Gibraltar because we realized that he was talking a lot. His mic was just not working when he wouldn't and couldn't tell.
Oh,
Yankee
Jesus.
had disappeared.
Yeah.
Shardy.
Yeah.
Well, he seems to be telling the truth. Although I'm not entirely sure where that leaves us still.
I recommend we still take him to Balder Harbor.
Indeed.
Letting him go gives the risk of involving him again in his former life. Due to the assistance and the good behavior, which will of course be informed to our associate. Perhaps they will be willing to not hold you as accountable,
No.
as you were a hired gun.
If I may speak here, I would like to say that I could provide some additional information if you would entertain letting me go. I don't know how relevant it is, but
Avon leads back. He looks at Shiro. I leave this with you.
What exactly kind of information? It sounds like this organization that you work for is pretty large. I'm not sure why you would be willing to put out information on that. That sounds pretty dangerous, but it's your own life, really.
he looks at He looks at Goran. Well, yes, that may be true. I'm also reevaluating my decisions up until this point. And I've found that my current allegiance has not gotten me into great places.
Zylna, like, she like had, like, the same, like, pleasant demeanor, but, like, her eyes were, like, cold until now, but, her eyes, like, warm up a little bit, and she says, yeah, that's probably a pretty good idea, but, I would be careful about that. What exactly do you want to tell us?
Well, I don't know means much, but I could tell you where we came from, or where we were, at least where we were gonna go to hand off the girl.
The exact
Um.
location or the generalization in these instructions, and Yvonne unfurls them.
No, that was where you were supposed to, or that's where someone else was supposed to go. Well, we thought someone from a guild was supposed to show up. What I'm talking about is where we would have met them and did the handoff.
Sure. Yeah, if you tell us that, well, I'll insight check him. Does he seem like he legitimately wants out and, like, isn't going to backstab us immediately?
Same.
Go ahead.
Yep.
Yeah, Zylna, you're not entirely sure. Yvonne, you think he's pretty legit. Sheero, you
Zylna
also,
will like
yeah.
the rest of the party.
Yvonne nods his head up and down. You can see a kind of like furrowed brow in his head, but he nods himself up and down and just says, he speaks the truth.
Zylna will, like, turn around. She says, if you tell us exactly where you were dropping her off, we'll let you go. And we won't hurt you anymore. As long as you promise to try to live the straight and narrow from now on. At least give it a go.
I will go home and rethink my life.
And by rethink your life, you mean get your family the hell out of Jormungandr.
I don't want to sell you death sticks.
I knew that was where it was from. You want to go home and rethink your life? I'm gonna rethink my life.
Selling us this information, giving us this information, earning this freedom, puts a target on you. You will have to get out of the city likely for a while.
Yes, but
Yes, I would recommend getting as far away from it as possible, actually.
I could do that. I'll do that if you could put me on the KIA list when the rest of them wake up. I can, or tell them that. You know, magic. You can make bodies go disappear.
Mm-hmm.
What is that? But yes, I'll do that and find some other work somewhere, maybe fishing.
Maybe adventuring with your skill set, or maybe just a bodyguard. Then you wouldn't have to leave home as often.
Oh, that's true. That's true. But Anyway, if we're gonna do this, we should get up before any of the rest of them get up. If it's a deal, then I'll tell you.
Zylna will nod. And
Yvonne nods.
Yeah.
There's a lake just south of the small woods to the southeast of here. There's a small lake. On that lake is a small little lake house. Not very big. Wouldn't notice it really unless you get wouldn't think much of it if you go by it. But it's a hell of a family safe house. But last I knew, we came from there, and everyone that was there left, because, well, they're here.
Zylna will nod and start untying him. She gives. Did we take the money off of him?
We took
Yeah.
all the money, but we can
Yeah.
give him. I'd say we just give him the gold that was found on all of the prisoners. Hand him.
Yeah.
Hand him whatever weapons he came with, in terms of probably like a scimitar, one of his scimitar, and a
Yeah,
hand
just
crossbow.
scimitar. No, let's not give him ranged weapons.
Okay, just a scimitar.
Don't hand the criminal back his gun.
Do we
okay.
want to give him a horse?
No, make him walk.
I agree.
Okay.
That's fine. I don't want to be caught with those horses anyway.
No, I imagine they're probably stolen.
Oh yes,
or
quite recently.
from- Yeah. Well, get out of here before the rest of them wake up.
3, 4, 5, 6.
Keep in mind, if we catch
Ask,
you
we'll tell
on,
you. If anyone
in
asks,
mind-
we'll tell them you're dead.
oh, we just don't mention you. We don't have a
Well-
list of everyone
Well,
here.
only if they ask. And no, they definitely have a list. But yes, get out. Have a nice life. Stay safe.
Keep in mind, if we run across you and you're doing illegal activity again, my cat will electrocute you to death. And Priscilla lands on the windowsill, and Yvonne uses a shocking grasp through Priscilla, so all of her fur stands on end, and she's just electrically charged.
Okay, he gets up.
And then he just floats back to the horse.
He gets up and takes the money that you gave him and the scimitar and just kind of leaves. And when he gets outside, he doesn't beeline it, he just kind of goes into a little bit of a jog just to get out of sight.
Alright. Silk rope, really?
Shut up. I don't attack and kidnap criminals. Normally. Get that back to
Raised
me.
eyebrow.
I take the silk rope and just he angrily restraps it to his belt. You hear from outside. Oh, shut up, Priscilla! I don't need you judging me too.
Zylna fucking sighs. And
No.
just fucking sighs.
Interesting.
And she looks at the rest of you and is just are you sure that you all want to know more about this? Because it's a very bad idea to mess with them.
No. I don't want to know more about this. But if it is handed to us, then I suppose we can roll with it. We are a group that probably knows more about this than others. And keeping this as close to chest as possible means less chance of it spilling over and leaks coming out.
Indeed.
I would like to hand this over to Roland, and he handle it with some more experienced member. Roland or the Stormpikes. Honestly, either would work well. If we can get a hold of the... I don't even know if this should be told to the, Burgomaster Petra. The leader of Balder Harbor.
You don't think it's wise for her to know?
But I do, but I feel like our first step is to get to Roland as quickly as possible, as he was the one who hired us for this. So we can, first off, get Kina back home as quickly as she can. As
Yes.
apparently they were insistent enough to go for us twice and make 2 attempts.
Yvonne, Priscilla hears horses on the move. Sounds of hooves.
I
Priscilla
told you
Hyde.
all we should leave.
Has Kina finished her spell?
Nope, she's got about 1 hour.
Oh, Jesus.
Well, at least it's almost done.
FYI, I think we moved the horses to the sides of the building.
Okay.
And Sheero's inside. I'll move him inside with
Mm,
next to
yeah.
Kina. Yvonne will kind of gesture, Kina, you should get to the back again. In case this is another run.
Am I
Question,
inside
do
right
I have
now?
any spell slots left?
Nope.
Oh.
Okay, kind of.
I'm out too, so
Was I? I guess this.
You're out too, unless
Yeah.
we had a short rest.
That's
I
what I
Did we
was
have a short-
asking.
Did we have a short rest?
I will say that you haven't. That it's been 2 hours since that fight, and you haven't been doing much. So I would say that yes, you would have had a short rest.
Yay, I
Oh,
actually have some of my stuff
good,
done.
good.
Yeah, Warlock.
Oh, yes. Okay, I have 1 spell slot, I think, back.
Magic,
Dead.
or arcane recovery.
Yes, I will use
Okay.
Arcane Recovery to gain my spell slot back.
All right. You do
As
that.
I only have 1 spell slot.
Mhm.
Okay.
Do they sound really far off? Or close?
They're closing in.
Okay. Does it sound like they'll close within 2 minutes?
Yeah.
Dang. Alrighty.
Zylna's going to look out the window as sneakily as possible. Just like look out the window quick and see who's riding in, I guess.
It takes
Sam,
about.
Are you inside of the
Yeah,
building?
I was loading my map up so I could
Oh,
be
okay.
ready for this.
It's almost less than a minute, but they come into view. It's a total of, you see, a total of 6 horses. Only 4 are mounted. And three are humans who appear to be in guard uniform. One different from the others, and and another one is a shifter.
How many are mounted?
Hey!
4.
6 horses, 4 are mounted. All of them are human except for one who's a shifter.
Yes.
Do they all look like townsfolk, or are they like town guard, or are they dressed like these people?
The two of the guards, they look to be in the same uniforms that you saw standing guard around the village. The other guy is in a similar uniform, but he has got extra stuff. You can see him. Yeah, I'll show a picture of the one dude.
Valance.
Yeah. And the and the other dude. Another gorgeous wolf boy. They come riding up, and they see the horses. And they...
Priscilla has taken the hide action. I'm going to roll stealth.
They ride up.
Priscilla is definitely hidden. On a horse.
They ride over. They kind of get in front of the barn. And I love horses. Yes. Why did I have to have horse tokens for every single freaking horse? Alright, I'm gonna start posting this crap. Alright. And they call out the human that is a lot more well dressed than the others, or decked out.
Valance.
Oh yeah. All right, we know you're in there. Your thieves are not getting away.
Nobody's home?
Yvonne will walk up to the door. We are no thieves. If you're referring to the...
there. Sorry.
He turns around. If you're referring to the other individuals, they've been successfully neutralized. 3 of them are captured, and 3 of them were deceased.
Well,
We're the adventurers that were hired to help Kina.
The horse is not going to.
Zylna will like open the door, but she has like a sword in her hand.
I'll display our official documentation
Okay.
telling us to come here.
Ooh.
She's currently in the back of the area.
The one
should not be
says-
disturbed at the moment.
She's still trying to the fields.
The shifter gets dismounts the horse. Don't worry, Valance. They're from that guild. They spoke to my father yesterday. He walks up. Hello. My name is Magnus Nielsen.
Magnus Nielsen. Nielson. Wait. I had the spelling of the original dude. But where?
Sec. It's always these boys. There we go.
Nielsen. The chief is... I was kind of right.
Mhm. Yeah. So, my father told me that you were coming. Or that you were out working today. But, sorry to come in such force. The beast house was robbed this morning. 6 horses were stolen. While we were out looking, we found 2 of them running around. Frightened for some reason.
Oh, that would be us.
But he
Lightning, daggers, and fire do that.
looks in and... But you say you caught 6.
Indeed.
I would say that a couple of witnesses said that there were 7 in total when they rode out of the house. 1 with 6 with the stolen horses and 1 on a black horse. Happen to know where that one is?
No, I don't see them here. I'm not technically lying. I mean, it doesn't matter either way. My thing is the same thing.
It's misleading, but so yeah, roll deception. Whoops, he did not roll with advantage. Okay.
Oh, I should have done that in tower. Well, I guess it doesn't matter.
You don't. Yeah, it's okay. Well then, I guess we'll still stay on the lookout for him. But yeah, why'd they? I guess why'd they come here? Well, why do you have them? You just intercept them, or?
Us.
Oh.
They were going after Kina.
Oh dear. That's quite troubling.
Is this guy prying a little too much? Avon sus. Like, does he seem? Is he seeming to like drive the conversation in a way that's like pushing? Does he seem excited or surprised at anything we've been saying?
Roll insight. He seems surprised about the fact that they went after you, but he seems like he's. I mean, he seems like he's fishing around for information, but it seems to be more for investigation, more purposes. Like the why. Just trying to figure out what's going on.
In terms of exactly why they were after us, they were after her for underhanded purposes relating to subjects that we intend to report back to Balder Harbor with. Nothing that endangers the town.
I see. Valence walks over at this point. He's...
Hello. You're tall.
Yeah. Yeah. He just, while you were talking, he just kind of walked up and was just listening.
He's just T-posing in the corner.
Yeah, T. Well, this is Valence. I appreciate you taking them in, apprehending them. For the ones that are alive, we can take them into custody for, at the very least, for crimes against our crimes against stealing in our village. And I guess
With all due respect, sir, the one at the very least I think is maybe a little bit too dangerous for you. I won't stop you from taking them, obviously, but just to warn you, you're probably taking more than you can chew. And she'll like show him like the badge. And she says they're from a very powerful organization, and I think that you probably would be better off of you. Just let us take them to the city. My connection is garbage. Did you hear any of that?
No, I heard you.
Yes, we did.
Yeah, we did.
It's like, you wish to take all of them, or just the dangerous one? I suppose you mean that.
Probably just the dangerous one, honestly.
The other two are hired guns, as far as we can tell, based on what we were able to see in combat. It should still be warned. It should still be warned that the group they were hired by is a larger group of not above the board behavior. I'm just kind of looking to see if any of them are kind of like nodding in terms of, yeah, we understand about that. But
it's like, he is like, oh, I recognize that symbol.
Okay.
I spent time.
So,
I spent time in the big city before I came to this post.
I believe if the others don't object, I'm fine if they take the grunts, the 3 dead. There are 3 dead ones. That's all that needs to be said about that. We would be taking the leader, though.
Yeah.
He may have answers that are necessary.
I want someone to roll either Zylna or Yvonne, since you were both kind of involved in that.
Zylna, I'll give you advantage.
Sounds good.
Actually, roll. Just roll it flat, because I don't think Yvonne is. You're not proficient. But,
yeah.
He's got the
18. So, well, given that these men were after your guild or your person that you were hired by the guild to escort, I guess that would cover that under. That would be involved with your business. We'll take the grunts. We'll trust you to bring that man to proper authorities. We'll dispose of the dead. He waves his other 2 guards to get down and start getting them.
She should be done in about a few minutes.
45.
45.
44.
Few minutes, give or take.
Thank you,
Oh,
Kina.
he's like, Mag is like, oh no, please, take your time. We wouldn't want the fields to be left in their current state. Let's go. Let's get these boys loaded up, and they do.
Do we want to give them the scimitars? Since we have no real reason to keep them, and they're not a part of Goran's equipment.
It's like, alright, load up the evidence bags. IDs, wallets, cell phones. Illicit substances.
As long as they're not taking the horses.
Oh no, we're taking the horses.
They're their horses.
Damn it.
They stole them.
Yep.
Yeah, they're horses, except for the black one.
Which is
I
fine,
know.
considering we went from having a lot of prisoners and a lot of dead to one prisoner.
Yeah. They were like,
Indeed.
Now okay if we
Yeah.
walk in a group and we take him into the city. So, in the end, I'm cool if they take the scimitars.
I knew someone was gonna grab the horses. I was just hoping that wouldn't happen. I wanted a pet.
Well, we have
Aw.
one horse.
Yeah,
If you're
Zelda's
looking-
horse.
If you're looking for horses, damn it. Where are you? Locations.
I can't drag Priscilla off of the horse! She's attached. She loves her horse. She hisses.
Location,
Just kidding,
stores.
she doesn't do that.
If you're looking for if you're looking for horses, ask what the fuck.
Ask what the...
Okay. Well, was I not like paying attention when I was making these names? That apparently my uncle sells these horses.
Oh,
I
Jesus.
love
like-
that.
Asking
And you're-
Eskis Nielsen. That's my uncle apparently.
Until apparently.
Eskis Beast House.
You weren't sure that it was your uncle.
I'm sorry, what was that name?
Hold on.
Essicus?
No, Askiers.
Okay. Oh, that's a great name.
I'm pretty sure it's Norwegian, where all these people, where these names were generated from. And apparently, I didn't realize they had the same last. He had the same last name as the chief's family. So I'm like, well, there's no getting around that in a small village. He's related.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
Yes.
With a name like that, the prices have got to be good. He is a used car salesman through and through. I'm sure of it.
But yeah, they'll take. Do you give him the guns?
No.
I'm
No.
using
You're
a
gonna give it the
gun.
bullets. We're
Okay.
gonna. Avad just hands out the scimitars.
Okay. I was just checking
Doesn't
before
say anything about the guns.
I was just checking before I took them off. All right. So they get all of them, and they gather the horses and the bodies and the still breathing ones who have not woken up yet. None of the rest of them have. And they take off.
Priscilla,
back.
dear, you have to get off of the horse. But I have names I can't find.
Boy, I was like, boss, this cat bird won't get off the horse, and it keeps crackling with electricity.
Don't worry, she's She's saying goodbye. Priscilla! Fine. She just...
Stand strong, man. It's the legendary Taser Cat.
Legendary Taser Cat. Zylna's like, well, she could go hang out with the Black Horse, I suppose.
Oh. Did I make that horse disappear? Where'd you go? There you are.
That horse was not theirs.
Yeah. Luckily, I hadn't deleted them yet. I just made them invisible. But, yeah. But anyway, they
You just
take
that
off,
horse.
and at the end of the hour at 3 p.m., Kina's spell is finished.
Thought it would never end.
This has been a never-ending day.
He's like, it requires a lot of patience to restore areas this big. You should have.
Oh, I wasn't complaining. I know you had a large job.
You did very well.
How are the rest of you doing?
Well, besides the
I'm
5
doing
years
fine.
of my life that I've lost, I think I'm fine.
I'm quite well. I'm just glad that everyone else is alright.
Zylna, like, starts playing a little tune on her. I think she has a flute. A flute
Well.
and maybe a lute. No, a lyre. That's probably what she has.
If
She
you have a
plays a
performance
song
kit,
on
you've
the
got
lyre.
several.
Well, I'm good. So, whenever you guys are ready, if we just want to go, because I'm so tired.
As am
So-
I. It's not even mostly through the day, is it?
It's 3 p.m.
It's what?
Yep.
3 p.m.
Oh, it's 3 p.m.
Yep.
Oh.
But
Zylna will throw him over her shoulder and start walking.
We have a horse.
Fair enough. She throws him on the horse and starts, like, leading the horse.
I'm gonna guess an 11 means that I'm whistling out of key.
there we go. We'll go with that.
It's just blowing air.
Kina's kind of is stretching her arms out a lot, because she had to be clutching her staff like the entire time. I don't know how my lady did it.
That's fair.
That was just one field. My lady spent a better part of a decade restoring an entire forest.
Your lady is quite impressive indeed.
Yes, which I best give word to her as she steps up. She looks around.
I look around too. Where are the wolves? Have they just been vibing like, nah, they're good. They're good. Oh, Johnny, did you see that? That looked like it hurt. Ooh,
No,
for shame.
You don't see any words around, but Kina she looks to the trees, and she she makes a chirping noise, and a bird flies over to her, and you see her, she casts a spell on it, and she whispers something to it, and then the bird takes off and starts flying south.
Ooh. Do I know the spell?
I think Yvonne would, given who his big sister is.
I mean, I'll have to roll for
And
it.
his mom.
It is not a well. It's not a spell that you as a cleric are familiar with.
I'm still interested.
You can roll. You can roll Arcana.
Ugh.
Yeah, Vaughn's not sure.
Looks familiar.
I mean, Maddie out of game knows what this spell is, which is nice.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, I have a pretty good idea what it is too. My character doesn't though. I'm not even gonna try it. My character's not a spellcaster.
Yeah, as a player whose one of my mains was half druid, yes, I know this. Well, ranger druid, so I know this spell anyway.
Yeah, Do bards get
Yeah.
animal messenger?
Yeah, you would.
Yeah,
Okay,
they
I
do.
know it.
Anyway, well then, shall we get back to the town? Well, unless you want to start heading home today.
I'd actually rather return to town for a short while if you don't mind.
Indeed. He has business in town, and I believe all of us could use a little bit of rest after the excitement we just did.
On top of that, I
Yeah,
would like to.
it wouldn't be bad.
On top of that, I want to talk to the chief specifically and let him know we're done.
Alright. So, I'm fine with what all you'd like to do. My objective is done, and there isn't really a big urgency to get back.
Once we do get back to Baldur Harbor, you do have safe passage back into the Sylvan Forest, correct?
By the time we reach the harbor, the influence of my lady in the area would be strong enough to ensure my safety.
Okay.
It was this far north away from the forest is what she was most concerned about. You see, her servants are around, but they are in lesser number out here.
Indeed. Well, shall we head off then?
Yes.
Yes, we shall.
All right. You head back.
Yeah.
You get back around 4 p.m. But get back into town. As you're getting ready to leave, Gorn wakes up.
Strapped to a horse and gagged.
You see,
Indeed.
Strapped to his own horse and gagged.
I'd like to think the gag is all bloody, considering I was serious when I said I was aiming to knock out 4 to 5 teeth.
yeah, he looks around, looks at the lewd rope, and
Jeez.
The lewd rope.
Yvonne did not tie him with lewd rope.
It's
No,
still
we gagged him
automatically
with
lewd
it.
rope.
We gagged him with it.
it's silk.
Oh no!
It's like, but anyway, but yeah, he's gagged and he looks around and he looks up and he looks displeased. But
To say the least.
Don't worry. Your transactions have cost you 3 of your men, but you will not join them.
Let us hope.
Misbehave, and I have electroshock therapy via cat.
And you still have several teeth I missed.
And a head. And Yvonne will just start walking.
Oh no, I got the head. See, look at all the blood that's still. See?
No, his head is still attached to his body.
Indeed.
What was that, Sheero? Did you trip over a squirrel?
No, we're walking the frickin' dogs, and a car was coming, and our cat almost got hit.
You're walking your dogs and a cat?
Yeah, our cat
Oh,
comes
no.
with us.
That's cute. I
Aw.
love
Yeah, and literally, a car was coming down the street, and it decided then to run out. So.
that. Cat just full sends, kill me!
What's cat say?
Me
Oh.
too. Me too.
But
Take
you
me away!
you
No,
get,
that's Sprinkle.
but you get back to Nona Village without incident.
Indeed.
Excellent.
Woo. I will go to... Sheero, do you want to
Yes.
stay with him in the room while I go inform the master, the chief?
I can do
I can-
that.
Or do you want to go inform the chief? Actually, no, you probably want to stay with Gorn in case he tries something so you can have an excuse to slap him.
Indeed.
You want me to wait an hour to go visit Akami? I can if you want to do that really quick.
No.
No, it's fine.
Go visit. I can deal with him. Go visit your friend.
Thank you.
Zylna looks at Sam and is just like, do you want me to come with, or would you rather go alone?
I can give you an emotional therapy cat.
Yes.
I think I'll be fine. I thank you though.
Zylna will walk up and give him a hug. You'll be fine.
Sam will smile and return the hug. I know. Thank you so much. You've been great help these couple days. All of you.
Indeed. Now, run along. Have fun. Catch up. Have a good time.
Sam will walk out to visit Akami.
Okay. So Sheero is going back to the inn with Goran.
With the bloody mess. Yes.
All right.
Bloody
The bloody mess.
excellent.
Sam's going to Akami. Yvonne is going to.
I'll leave Priscilla with Sheero.
All right, Priscilla
So
with
that
Sheero.
if she dies and something happens, I have full reports over exactly what killed her in the fuck.
Keena's gonna go see the chief. Where's Zylna going?
I guess I'll go with Sheero.
Go with Sheero.
I don't
Okay.
have anything else to do.
Right. Yvonne and no, it's okay. Let's go to Yvonne and Keena with the chief first. Okay, so get to his house, presumably knock on the door. He comes and has art this time.
Greetings.
Oh, hello. My damn. What am I doing? I'm like
Are you missing
forgetting.
your spectacles?
Why am I forgetting that I rearranged every I keep forgetting that I arranged everything like it's a freaking module, and that it's all pinned everywhere, and I keep going to and I keep searching their names like last campaign. I'm like, no, stop doing this. You organized everything the way like Strahd has it. Stop using the old method. But yes,
Hello, Chief.
Yes, hello. My son informed me that you caught the bandits that stole from my brother's shop.
Indeed. We're also here. I'm not sure if he informed you that we were close, but we're here personally informing you that we've completed the successful routing of the blights in this area, and the healing of the forest has been completed or begun?
Not the forest, just the farmland.
The farmland.
Yeah.
He looks to kind of Kina. Is it completely healed, or is it begun to be completely healed?
It's suitable for crops now. The ones that had seeds in them will have already begun to grow already. Will have already begun to grow. Those that are planted will benefit from the increased nutrients. Oh, wonderful, wonderful! We can get back on track. That's the last thing we need in this village. You know, my grandfather was around for the great spring
Famine?
freeze of 6031.
Oh, yes. Rather
Yes.
unfortunate side effect of that dreaded Amelian conflict.
Oh yes, and since then we've known that we can never have too few friends in the druid circles, and sometimes in the agricultural clerics.
Indeed. Unless there are any other immediate concerns you have, I believe we will rest for the day here and then depart in the morning.
No, nothing I have. You've done this town a great service, and twice over with catching the bandits. My lieutenant of the guard tells me that they are associated with the Helvar family, which I'm surprised they come up this far north.
I would keep that very under the wraps. Do not mention that to probably anyone.
Oh, I see.
I don't know what entirely is going on with that, but there are certain other things that we are reporting back to our employer about what has occurred. Nothing bad related to you or this town, but related to specifically the bandits. Certain things came to light that are not pleasant, and involvement of the Helvar family might be a thing. Be wary of Be sure to watch your prisoners.
I understand. We will keep them under watch and likely have them transferred. We don't hold a lot of long-term people here. The lieutenant knows people in the knows people in the larger guard in the town in the Yogmaganda. They're more suited for dealing with these type of individuals.
Indeed. Kina, anything you'd like to add?
She bows and says, like, may your next crop bring your village great prosperity. And that is all she has to say about that.
Be right back.
Indeed. Tell Magnus and Valence we're very appreciative for their concern coming to us quickly.
Say, oh, I will. Safe travels back to Balder. Safe travels back to Balder Harbor. It's nice.
Indeed.
It's a nice town, and I might even see my daughter there. Depends on if she's in port, I guess.
Your daughter works at Balder Harbor.
Yes, she's ship she works on makes port there.
Well, safe travels to you. You live here. You don't need to tell you that. Have a good day. Von just takes off.
Hina is just kind of staring at you for a few seconds, but then follows you.
And Von just walks off, kind of arms held to the side. I am not good with people, but here we are.
Alright. Has Sam returned?
Samuel.
I don't think so. In group. What you doing?
Zylna and Sheero.
Zylna's not in the chat. I just realized. Oh,
What is happening?
now she's back.
Did everyone else disconnect and not me?
Nope.
No, I'm here.
Hold on, I see Zylna's.
Did everyone else
token
disconnect
light.
and not me?
Hold on.
No, I'm here.
Hold on,
Hello.
There you go. There you go. I heard.
Did everyone else
Token.
disconnect and not me?
Hold on. Wait a minute.
No, I'm
What's,
here.
What's?
Hello.
Where's that coming from? There you go. There you go. I heard.
Everyone else disconnect and not me?
Hold on. Why am I hearing
What?
myself? Wait. Ah, that was why. Freaking Twitch link went off in the Discord, and then I started hearing the Twitch, which just loops everything we were saying over and over again. Okay. I thought I heard Zelda for a moment, and then heard the Twitch talking to me.
Zylna was there.
Okay.
I heard a hello.
But with the
Vic?
exception.
I'm here.
Okay.
My thing went red, and then nobody was talking. I was like, oh, did it completely go shit? Yeah, my connection has been red or yellow this entire time, and I'm just like, cool.
I'll just put
I
those
love
two
the
out.
shitty connection. Thanks.
Put those two out there for now. Okay. Yeah, get back to
Sheero and Priscilla.
but yeah.
Meow, darling. Sorry.
Oh my god.
Yeah, they'll probably want you to you'll need to rent another room for the night or two, or to hold this guy. They will choose to not ask questions about Goran, but getting a double room, triple room, the suite.
We'll get a triple room this time, I guess. And we'll all
triple
just sit in the same room. I don't know.
Okay. All right, that's 8 silver.
Okay.
All right.
I can pay for it or pay half or whatever.
Yeah, let's do half.
All right, I'll
Okay.
take. Oh. Get rid of that. One, two, three. There we go. All right. So, get back. Get you in this the room on the I put the map in the chat if you want to open it up. But yeah, I got down in one of the triple rooms that I forgot existed the first time. And I'm gonna guess that Goran's just tied to the chair on the desk chair.
Yeah, he's just tied down. Yeah.
and Priscilla gets her own bed for now. It's-
As we wait for Yvonne.
yeah. Zylna, Goran keeps looking at you.
Nah, Priscilla's cuddling with somebody.
Okay.
If someone's gonna let Priscilla cuddle, Priscilla will cuddle.
Okay.
All right. Tiny
Priscilla
cat.
cuddles Sheero.
Bird cat cuddles with big cat.
Exactly.
There's a brief moment where Priscilla literally just straight slaps your peck and then just meows at you. And then she just goes to just relaxing on your shoulder.
Okay then.
But Goran just kind of keeps kind of almost staring at you, mostly at Zylna, but doesn't do anything other than that.
She like waves at him and also stares at him.
All right.
Sorry, guys.
Nope,
You're
it's all
fine.
good. We covered the other two groups, and now that you're back, we can go to Okami and say, all right, where is that map now? Kami's house. Alright. Yeah, I'll just share it. What the heck? That's weird. What the hell happened? Got all messed up on the client side. There we go. Okay. Sharing. Sync client views. There we go. Hopefully that fixed that. If it's messed up on anyone's house. Okay. Okami. So come back to the house that you visited this morning. Oh wait. You presumably you knock on the door.
Yeah.
All right. There is check. There is no answer.
He at work.
Hey. Yeah, that's a possibility. I just want to check
No,
the.
it's like 5 o'clock at this point. He's definitely at work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
Okay.
works food service / bartending.
Yeah, that's true. I'm gonna stop by the pub.
Stop by the pub. It's like I had to remind I even had myself remind me where Okami was. I was like where's your location chart? Okay. All right. Back coming entering the pub, you immediately yeah, he's at the pub. He's behind the bar.
Right.
And he no one immediately, it's not very busy at this time because it's still a little before the regular like dinner hours. Okami sees you and kind of waves you over to come to the bar.
I'll do that.
Yeah.
Sorry if everything's going on. I'm a little distracted. Hi. Sorry, I was busy. I meant to come earlier.
Oh no, it's no, not a problem. There's been quite a lot of commotion in town. Kind of glad you weren't here
Why? What happened?
A bunch of horses were stolen.
Ah. Yeah, we noticed that. The horses are accounted for and back where they should be.
Oh, that's good. That's good. I'm glad that they managed to get those horses back. Luckily, no one was killed. But I just heard that there were a lot of men with guns. And they rode off with horses. First I was afraid it was thought that men from before had come back, but no, when I saw them, I saw them pass by here. They were entirely different people.
Yeah, I'm glad no one was hurt either.
So, I assume you still have questions. We stopped last night to let you process this a little bit.
Yeah. You said that I had changed dramatically. DM, what did he say that had changed about my physical appearances?
Your hair color changed, and your eye color changed. And, I think that was mostly what he said.
Did anything else change about me besides my physical characteristics?
You're asking him.
Yeah.
Alright, it's like, well, I mean, from what I can tell right now, I can't discern anything else. Have you gained any magical properties?
I know a few spells. I know I can dabble in healing arts.
Ah,
I don't know what I knew back then.
Oh, you knew nothing. You were not in any way a mage or a sorcerer. But now that you say that, it does make sense.
I don't even know what I am right now. I don't think I'm a magician.
No, not in the more intellectual sense. What I believe you are is the magic that you possess is coming from a patron. You are harnessing the power from another being, from what I suspect, a celestial source.
I guess that would make sense since I am part celestial myself now. Wow,
Yes,
it's just a lot.
yes. Well, I have not been given confirmation, but I have a suspicion of who your patron is, because they are a center point of a order that I'm part of.
Oh, I'm sorry. Repeat that, DM. I'm sorry.
I believe your patron is someone who's at the center point of the order that I'm a part of.
You're part of an order.
Yes.
May I ask what? Oh,
Go ahead.
may I ask what order it is, or is it confidential? If you can't say it, then don't. Obviously, I don't want to get you in trouble or put you in a difficult spot.
No, I can tell you, but you must keep this confidential. I'm telling you because you will likely have to meet them soon. And they will identify themselves in a similar manner. He pulls out as he reaches into his pocket.
Gun. No.
And he pulls out a holy symbol. This holy symbol has a 1 second. Sorry. Double check. Pretty sure it's something on this. Check. What the heck? How'd that happen? Why is Gorin's inventory in Okami's room? That must have been a name change thing. Okay, there we go. Okay. So this holy symbol is... Alright, so this picture is a little misleading. It's the symbol on this book.
Give me a second. It's the symbol on the book?
Yep.
It's like it's a star that's got a ring around it.
Yeah, it's an 8-pointed star. I think I have another. Hold on, let's see. I think I have it loaded from the previous campaign too. Maybe not. It's okay. Yeah. Although, and he turns it around though, and you notice that on there is this holy symbol appears to be slightly different than maybe other holy symbols you've seen. As on the back it has engraved in it a V.
A V?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Say, the order I'm a part of is called the Order of Elandris.
Okay.
Unfortunately, that is as much as I can give you in terms of what we do. What I can tell you is that, well, yes, I am a native here. I was stationed here by them to protect you after your father left.
Okay.
What?
So,
The order is aware that you are here, as I reported back to them last night. Or reported to them last night.
I see. So you guys knew something was gonna happen.
Nothing was known for sure. For the longest time, I believed it was merely precautionary. But when your father left, it was viewed by those in higher ups of our group that you need to be watched by someone in the order.
Oh. How? How did you guys know what I was if I didn't even know? Did I know?
You were ignorant of your bloodline, as it had not even, as no one had informed you, and it had not merged yet. But from what, as far as I'm aware, the Order was aware of, had direct knowledge of your lineage, and highly suspected that that you would awaken celestial powers. Though though becoming, as some call it, warlock, was not guaranteed. That I believe was, in a way, forced upon you in a moment of last resort.
Okay. I'm sure I'll cross paths with my patron eventually then. If that is what this is. I don't doubt you, I don't know anything anymore.
Oh, it's quite understandable. But I know at least the leadership intends to meet you soon. But our group is scattered all across the country. And it may take some time for them to arrive, but they are aware of where you are currently staying. At least the town. And they may try... Yep. Yes?
I don't know if I'm gonna stay.
Oh, and...
I don't know what to do. These people attacked me. Maybe I should leave. That would put the town in less danger. Allow me to learn who I am and develop what these gifts are.
Oh, I understand. If you wish to go back, go back to where your guild is, then that would be... Honestly, that possibly would be safer. They wouldn't know where... They wouldn't necessarily think to look there directly. I'll remain here, keep a lookout, but I will pass on the word that if you decide to go back to Baldur's Harbor, then I will pass on the word, and it'll make no difference to them. They'll make their way. But as a means of identifying yourself, this was... He reaches into his hand, he pulls out another one of those symbols. This actually belonged to you, even before you lost your memories. You were, though, ignorant of its entire meaning.
I was a member as well?
No. But it was something that... your parents gave you when you were young, and you've always had it. To you, it was really a memento from your parents, but they did not give the full meaning, or they neglected, or they allowed you to remain ignorant of its true meaning.
Then I'll gladly take it then.
He gives it to you.
Sam will take it gratefully and then run his fingers across it. At least I have something to remember him by, even if I don't remember him at all. I hope you guys aren't hearing all that.
A little bit, but not too much.
Not everything. I think it's mostly just cute.
Okay. Oh, thank you for putting it out there in the chat for me.
What was in
I'll
the...
just add that to my notes.
Oh, yeah.
The spelling.
Okay.
I probably would have completely butchered that. Do you remember what my father? Do you remember my father? What kind of man was he?
Your father? I knew him simply as a resident of the village. I did, more or less we were friendly. But he was quite older. And, then I went off, adventuring for a while before I joined the order. But I know this, though. While I don't know exactly where he went, I know that your father is not a member of the order.
Oh, he's not?
No, he is not.
That's interesting.
Yes, I wish I could tell you more, but I am I am either not at liberty or am myself ignorant of that. Leadership certainly would know more, but stuff like this can sometimes be on a need-to-know basis.
I understand. You've already given me so much.
Yes, well. Unless there's anything else you wish to ask me. It's getting close to the busy hours.
I can't think of anything else at the moment.
Well, if it
Have
ever
a good
comes...
day at work.
Oh, thank you. If it ever comes up, you know where to find me.
I do. Thank you. My character will, or Sam will, give him a polite nod, smile, and I guess return back to his grouping.
Okay.
Oh, my character turns back really quickly. At some point, do you think I could walk around my room? Maybe it might... Is my room still... still was?
Oh,
If
yes.
you understand what I mean?
I haven't touched it in... If I'm still at work, glad you reminded me, and he tosses you a key. And to give you that.
Oh.
You're always welcome back.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Good to be back. I'm gonna go back to my room and see if I can remember anything after looking in there.
Very well.
Maybe I'll see you when you get off. I'm not sure what I'll do yet.
Just play it by ear. No need to make solid plans.
Thank you. My character does walk off at this point and will return to the house.
Turn to the house. Alright, where did I put that house? There you are. Alright. Did that share? Right. Alright. Boom. So, in this house, where are you? There you are. Door unlocks.
Alright, I'll walk inside and just kind of
So,
have a stroll.
this modest room has a brown rug, armchair by the north wall, sofa in the southwest corner. The table, armchairs, there's 2 bottles of wine. In the northern corner, there are a series of sacks that appear to be filled with sand and have been thoroughly worn out. Going more towards the back, you find the dining room kitchen area. Pretty basic, small oven stove. In the corner, there's a pantry cupboard. Looking at the rooms, there's one room that says Okami, and then one room that says Samuel, which is this one.
Oh, sorry, I had the map. I wasn't actually staring at the map. I was just I can't find the legend, so I can't zoom. Give me a second. Oh. No.
I'll try to sync.
Okay, I got it.
Okay.
Right.
In this room, there's
Give me 1 second. Yeah, I'll check.
So while that's happening, Yvonne and Kina, you get to the inn.
I've got both.
I'll cast a message to Zylna.
Okay.
Hi.
Sorry about that.
We're about
Finish that message, Yvonne.
Hi, we're about to walk in. Would you come out and escort me and Keen to the room?
Zylna sends message back at you and says yes. Give me a second.
Okay.
She,
And you-
she has the same spell.
Yeah. And you do so. But anyway, Sam.
Priscilla fake pretends to be offended.
But Sam, getting into room that's marked with your name, contains a bed, 2 wardrobes, and a chest. 2 of the windows look, 2 windows. 2 windows? Oh. One window looks out to the east. But yeah.
I'm gonna start by looking out the window, because I would think that would be something my character might have done several times, since it's the only window in his room.
Yeah.
He's basically trying to retrace steps, see if he can trigger something.
You do so. You look outside. You see the well, and in the distance, nearby where the farms kind of begin. This does feel familiar, but nothing in particular triggers.
Alright. I'm gonna walk up to the chest and check it for traps. No. I'm gonna
It's-
see if it's I'm gonna see if I can open it or
Yeah, you
if
can
I
open
need
it.
to use the
It's
Okay.
it's not locked, and inside you see rows and rows of teeth. It's Meanwhile, Lokami's just like pouring drinks. All according to plan. It's
Exactly. That's what I was in fear of.
um, but no, in it there's a pouch of there's a coin pouch in there that contains 15 gold and 18 silver.
I'm gonna put it back. It was it belonged to somebody else. Do I see anything else really?
Not really. The wardrobes contain a lot of just common clothes, typical of a farming village.
Okay. There's no holy defender in. Well, I wouldn't be able to use a holy defender anyways. Right. What time of day is it?
It is. Where's my counter? Get out of the way, combat tracker. It is at this point 6 p.m.
I think, yeah, my character will just kind of move over to the bed and just lay down. Not really sleeping, but, just kind of relax there for a few moments to just to see how it feels.
Okay.
If
Got
it
it.
feels like home or if it feels like really uncomfortable,
Yeah. It feels familiar, kind of in the same manner. But nothing triggers if in terms of memory wise, just that deja vu.
Okay.
Anything else you'd like to do?
No.
Okay.
But when he does leave, he does do everything to his utmost to make everything look like he's gonna put everything back right. Whatever he opened, he closes. Whatever, fix the bed, everything.
Yeah, I gotcha. Alright.
And we could probably move on to somebody else.
Okay. Do you go back to the inn?
Yeah, my character will eventually,
Okay.
probably within half an hour.
Alright. So, back to the inn. Everyone's all there. Goran's still tied up. Anything in particular the group wants to do?
Just keeping an eye on him. Just making sure he doesn't do anything stupid.
Watch order, possible early rest, and then we'll take off kind of really early in the morning.
Okay. Alright.
And this is one where I think we should have just elves watching. I think we need to have 2 people.
Alright.
Alright.
And I'll set alarm spell on the door and window.
Okay. You
The trigger will be mental, so it's just me that will awaken.
all right. You do that. You Hold on. I need to remind myself of something. Does Okay. Half elves do not trans. Okay. Alright. They just have Fey ancestry. Okay. Double check. Because Goran's also a half elf. But nothing nothing happens throughout the night. Yeah. And we started a long rest. Approximately 6 a.m. Whoa. Okay, how early are you wanting to get up in the morning?
Well, what time did we go to bed? I'd say like 8 p.m.
Okay.
So get up at like
6.
5? 6-ish? Yeah.
Okay. I was looking at the clock. I was like, well, if they went right now, 2 a.m. Oh yeah, that's cool. Just leave in the night. But yeah, you do that, and party achieves a long rest. Long rest. There we go. Let me make sure I get this record down real quick. House and 8 p.m. Long rest. Okay, and next day. Skipping forward to
And next
6.
day.
All right. Weather is normal for the season. Clear skies as the sun rises, and there's a light wind, but nothing too hindering.
All right.
Ready?
Not yet. Would you do something for me really quick before we leave?
Sure.
I'm gonna produce the holy symbol that I received. Akami gave this to me, said that it was mine. Can you check over it, see if there's any residual magics in it? If I was like some kind of... He said that I didn't know magic back when I was younger. I'm just wondering if there's something.
Absolutely. Give me a moment.
Are you using Identify on it?
I will use Identify on it.
Okay. It does not have any magical properties.
Yep.
But it is a... Identify only says what it is if it's a magic item, correct? Or is it...
Identify only says it. Hold it and identify if it is a magic item or some other magic imbued object. You learn its properties and how to use them.
Okay.
If you instead touch a creature throughout the casting, you learn what spells, if any, are affecting it.
Alright, then at that point you would just know that it appears to be an ordinary holy symbol.
Do I recognize this symbol?
Roll religion. It's Mistra.
Mmm.
What did you find?
Well, it's not of magical properties, but this Order of Valandris, it's one of the orders of Mistra, or it's like...
The symbol, the star symbol is Mistra.
Oh. The star iconography on it is that of Mistra. The order is that of the Order of Valandris, but the symbol itself is a holy symbol to that of Mistra.
Then Valantris might work with Mr. then. I was told that I wasn't really part of the order per se. My father had given it to me, but I never knew the significance of it. I
As a
don't know the
note as well,
significance.
Perhaps he was a follower of Mistra, maybe even a cleric or a paladin.
That is true. He
but
could have been
he-
a follower of
he could
Mistra,
be-
but not part of their order.
Yeah, just the order. Yes.
as a note as well, Yvonne produces our documents and shows the symbol of the Order of Valandris. We were commissioned by Lord Morn Evanwood of the Order of Valandris to come here on this particular mission.
He just sits there, just kind of dumbfounded for a moment.
Fate
That-
is odd indeed.
That it is. Zal is just like staring at him again.
Right, Sam.
Oh,
I don't-
we lost Vic.
Zylna was so shocked she just exited the room.
Yeah.
There we go.
I can't, you guys. I gotta go eat, y'all.
Fate is odd. Or maybe
Wrong
this was
button.
planned out.
I hit the wrong button.
You're
Fine.
Hey, you're all good. We just
I
were like,
really
the timing
can't
of that
afford-
was... The
Yeah.
timing of that was so great, because you were like, you just
give me
stared
1
at
minute,
him, and
guys.
then you left.
Yes, indeed.
Yep.
So I was like, great.
And then Zala just
Zalna
phased out of existence.
Exactly, Zylna just leaves like, I can't, you guys. This is too much tea.
A little bit.
Y'all don't understand. Quillo and Circe had some stuff that they talked about, but oh my land!
But
I miss Quillo.
Load.
Anyway,
What did people say?
no, like we literally paused when you left, so we were waiting for you to get back.
Yep, it was mostly just Sam. Dealing with Sam mental.
Yeah. Perhaps we were sent on this mission for a reason then.
Well, we definitely were sent for a reason. The Earth was definitely poisoned, and the Blights were definitely a threat.
You know what I mean. Don't be a smartass.
Yes. Mr. perhaps works in mysterious ways.
But
I know, and Kino speaks up. I know we spoke before of deities or temples that were not so friendly to our group. I know that Mistra was not one of them.
interesting.
Well, that's good.
I suppose we'll learn more as we go.
Indeed. I don't think there was much to learn. I mean, this is the order that was stationed in this town, so obviously if a threat was to come to this town, that order would do it. And we had a choice between three others. So, you know, eventually.
Fair enough.
Well, all of these were of the essence, so less so the crypt, but so we might still be able to go on that one.
Indeed. I'm curious about this criminal escort quest from the Stormpikes.
Yes.
I don't know entirely what happened regarding that, but I've got a weird feeling that Goran may have waylaid that group. And Goran may have escaped from them, and may have been the intended criminal for them to capture. But that is also assumptions.
It wouldn't surprise me, though.
Goran rolls his eyes.
I like how Gorm is just like listening to us talk about him,
Yeah,
or rather, you guys talk about him.
He was like, damn it, they figured it out.
Well, either way, we should get a move on once everyone is ready. I assume Sam would like to say a few things to Okami before we depart.
Sam, yes, no.
I think he was handling something.
Oh.
We don't have to check in to let them know we're leaving. They already know we've accomplished our mission, so whenever Sam is ready, we'll take off. Unless you others, the rest of you have something to do.
Someone's trying to call me on my phone, and I'll be right back.
Ooh, a double dip.
So just while we're waiting, what are you taking the same path back?
I think so, yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It was the safest way there, and I don't want to risk anything.
Okay.
Priscilla and I will keep our normal watch out, with her aiding me.
Right.
And her being a grumpy Greta.
Hello?
Hello.
Yes.
How have you guys been hearing me this entire time, or have I been silent?
Oh, fuck.
Nope. You've been quiet.
Oh.
You said, hold on for just a moment, and then, boom, nothing since then.
How long has that been?
Since we woke up. So it's not been, like, very, very long. Like, a minute.
Yeah, no,
Oh.
like, we...
Okay.
It was, you said, we were talking about, like, oh, we're gonna plan to leave town if no one has any other plans. Of course, we assumed you would like to say goodbye to Okami. You said, oh, I do, but give me a moment, and then nothing.
Okay.
Alright, yeah, I had said that I wanted to ungag the goofball and see what Toothless had to say, but
Oh,
well.
No,
no, we can do that.
I mean, do we really want to? He can spin lies. And double components.
And I can break bones.
True.
I'd literally say that as I look at him. I was like, okay, come here. I extend one of his legs, put my warhammer against his knee, and I start to lean.
Priscilla.
Please,
I set Priscilla on his head.
Sheero, don't do that yet.
I'm just ready.
Just the man's already.
We've already won. We don't need to brutalize him without a chance to defend himself.
Then
Indeed.
gag him and see what he has to say.
Yeah. I'm gonna walk
I was
behind him
thinking-
and I'm gonna untie his gag.
Okay.
And I'm gonna step to the side in
And
case
then-
he decides to throw a spit at me.
And then as I remove the, and then I very nicely in his ear, I'm gonna take the gag out of your mouth. If you bite me, I'll put it right back in, and then a dagger in your face. I do not like you. And I pull it out.
All right. Yes.
Do you need water?
Upon taking the gag out, he immediately says "Subu Kanduaska." All right, where's the pit fiend stat block?
Fantastic.
When did fighters get that ability? Or Rogue, I'm sorry.
Summon greater demon.
It's like,
pouch
who-
in the top of his
I was
mouth
like,
where he had
who
his
said-
elemental gem and just
I was like, hey,
chomps.
even a CR 1 or 2 NPC can summon a devil if they've made the correct deals in life. That's kind of how they work. So,
Oh god, that's
Um,
scary.
Just like a 5-year-old that accidentally cast summon greater demon.
yeah, I'm like, which of course would be like I was like, it's like it's fucking Gargoth from Avernus. It's like, I am fruit. This is what you brought here for. It's like,
Do I know that he isn't a spellcaster, right?
no. But
If he was a spellcaster, we would have known it during the
No.
fight.
no,
Oh,
I was
absolutely.
I was joking that he said some like secret passcode pact or contract code word or something like that, and summoned a pit fiend to do
Yeah.
something that is way beneath the pit. Like the pit fiend would probably the pit fiend might look at what it was dealing with and might just leave. He's like, I could just fire. Like seriously, you get one fireball and that's game.
Yeah.
But anyway, back to seriousness. He does spit, not at anyone, but
It's just
Ugh.
blood.
yeah. About time.
Yeah,
you took that
Zylna
off.
will pull out a water skin and like offer it to him.
Alright.
Not like
Which of his
like
teeth
just
are
hold
missing?
it out in front of him, and if he wants a drink, then
All.
like give him a drink.
Not all. A few of them on his upper jaw, but he does drink from it. About time you took that off.
Don't be ungrateful.
She'll use the water skin and a rag and like dust him off a little bit.
You're probably not
So-
going to tell
And
us
then
the
she
truth
just
if we
sits back
ask you
down.
anything, right?
Depends on what you want to know.
Oh, we want to know everything.
Yeah.
And a little bit of kindness wouldn't hurt since we did save your life.
Honestly, I'm disappointed in you. I gave you a fair warning and a chance to walk away, but you chose violence.
Violence.
Oh well, he probably learned his lesson in the end. If not, then when he goes to visit the dentist, he will.
Yo, he's chuckling. You think
I didn't
You
think
think-
it was that funny.
I laughed? It was. Just, he was mostly laughing after what Yvonne said. It's like when it comes people I deal with on a regular basis. It wasn't about whether you were intimidating or not. But if I went back without even trying, well then I'd be in possibly a much worse situation.
With these dragon eye people.
You could say that.
I'm rolling an inside check.
I'd like to do so as well.
I'm not even gonna try.
Yeah, Vaughn, he's being vague.
My D&D Beyond is being stupid right now.
But Vaughn, you think he's being vague but truthful?
My insight 15.
Same thing.
Fair enough. He
I might just be rolling the people on the Beyond ones. That's kind of making the tower pointless. But,
Yeah, a little bit.
yeah, I'll be rolling the insights for those who can in fancy grounds for fairness. Okay. Proceed.
okay.
I have nothing to say
Kind
to
of-
him.
God, I'm awful at this. I'm sorry. What's our charge's name again? I don't know why, but I keep
Goran.
forgetting.
Keenan.
Oh, Kina? Wait.
Kina?
Yeah.
Okay. So why exactly did you want Kina?
No, the question
Or
is,
more
why did
important-
they want Akina?
I was about to rephrase, but yes.
Yeah, sorry.
No worries. The people who hired you, why did they want her?
While I can neither confirm nor deny the intentions of my immediate employer, those that I do know that this came from outside, which is why I may be more willing to talk, because they given us a false sense of legality in terms of what we were doing.
Kidnapping, you mean?
Could call it that. Some would refer to that,
Eileen.
but if but what's the difference between a kidnapping and an apprehension signed off by an official guild?
Eileen.
Well-
You're leaning on.
I lean on the Warhammer on his name.
I just kind of,
Okay.
I kind of bat Sheero away. Stop.
Sheero, intimidation is not going to work on him.
What guild? Refresh my memory.
Well, I was under the impression that it was with the Stormpikes. But apparently those who hired us gave us somewhat of a half-assed job in terms of getting the paperwork together. It's possible it wasn't officially signed off by city officials.
Does that seem like it would be the case?
Is he bullshitting me?
Insight in the tower.
May I?
Oh, if you want, I'll roll in the tower.
Okay.
I'd actually like this one too, but my
I'll take
computer
it.
shut
I'll
itself
take one
down.
too.
Okay.
Roll for all of us.
I'm sorry, DM. My computer went to sleep and now it's not wanting to get up.
I'll roll for everyone. Did I just do this? Of course I did it in the. Hold on. I can't. I gotta remember to do it on the DM side. Damn it.
Sorry, I lost whatever just happened. I rolled insight, but I didn't hear anything after in on your end.
We're just all yelling about rolling insight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're all just harassing him.
Mr. DM is just like, oh god, so many roll.
Looks like across the board seems like, yeah, he's not bullshitting.
Okay.
And what does this have to do with anything? And I display his symbol. His hidden symbol.
That is the reason why you want to let me go.
Not
Well,
really.
Zylna's still holding back. Yeah. I would have to unfortunately agree with him on this. As I've said before, I would rather not have all of our heads on pikes, so...
Oh yeah, the mafia thing.
Oh yeah, the mafia thing.
Why is there always a mafia thing?
I don't care. Let them come.
He's not speaking for all of us.
No, he's speaking for-
Zylna gives Yvonne, are you fucking crazy? Look.
What has occurred today is not. You're not going free.
Well, the way I see it, my those who I am affiliated with have no quarrel with you, even after what's happened. This is presumably so even my men are dead, but we are not, we understand the concept of acceptable losses. And you did not do this in any way it means to slight us. You were simply doing your job, we were doing ours, and we, on the other hand, appear to have been set up by those who had hired us, or were ill-prepared, more or less, and misled the legality of what we were doing.
Indeed. Regardless of whatever has happened, though, we are taking you back. Things can be sorted once we've reached our destination. If it truly is a misunderstanding or as you say it is, an error, and as I've confirmed, it is missing a proper seal. And if that is simply the only thing and you were misled, then by all means.
Yes, the problem with that is that the misunderstanding was within our organization. Those in Baldur's Harbor may not share that opinion. But what I can offer, willing me let me walk away here, I can at least tell you at least direct you towards who, or at least the alias of those who hired us for this job, for they're the ones that truly care about the outcome of this job. And those who I work with will understand that given the position that the contractor will put us in, they'll understand giving their name up.
Sorry.
No, you're fine.
I don't think we're all very new in the adventuring business. I don't think that we should try taking on an entire family. Honestly, I don't particularly care either way, but
I don't know.
he does have a solid point. She's just been tightening up her lyre this entire time.
I don't know. I do believe he's telling the truth. At the same time, I'm undecided whether we should let him go free or not.
I do believe he is telling the truth as well. However, I am decided. I do not. Whether or not this is a mix-up or not, an attempt was made. Sam?
I don't know. I honestly don't know what is the better idea.
Well, I've worked with these types quite a bit. And in my personal opinion, I think we should aim for things that we can actually surmount, not go crawling up the wrong trees.
So you're saying let him go?
Yes. We can go after the people who hired him, sure, but those people we could probably stand against, or at least the guild as a whole. But I don't think that taking him in would really help any. He'll probably get out even if it wasn't a misunderstanding, which, as we've all decided, he's probably being forthright, so.
That's true.
Right. Do we do it, Sheero?
He legitimately looks unsure.
Ivan?
No. I I don't feel confident in that. There's no saying that he won't go back and immediately stand against us again. All of this is hearsay. And if we go back and tell him all of this, Roland and whoever else he reports to is going to ask questions like, well, why did you let him go? I have a reputation to uphold.
If he's heard of this organization, which I'm sure he has, he probably won't ask why we did it, but...
Indeed, but at the same time, too much has occurred. We've already let others go. Into others' hands. But I personally don't think we can with this one. I don't want to come here with a bunch of papers that are clearly false and no positive eyewitness to test to this. This may even work in his favor.
It's true.
The only seal that was not legitimate was the seal from Jormungandr. Everything else was correct. We report this to back. The Stormpikes can then do their thing. Our group can do their thing. Whatever
true.
happened in Jormungandr, the seal of Jormungandr that caused it to be false, can be handled them. We're not taking care of this. This is not our problem.
He's not wrong either. And if we let him go and the Stormpikes find out, it's their ass on
Then-
the line as well. And
then
they'll
it's
come to us
our
saying,
word.
why did you let him go?
Indeed, and it's our word versus nobody's else words. And we have only papers that have false forged insignias on them. And we have no eyewitness account to any of this. He doesn't have to reveal any additional information than he has to. With what he said here, he can be cleared.
Okay.
And going after his people is not what we need to do. Telling us about the group that hired him will not give us any gain, or the group any gain. It's not our job to go after that. It was our job to protect Kina, and he stood against that. For one reason or another. If he's legitimate, which I do believe he is, the Stormpikes can clear him. And then he's free to go about whatever he wants to do. And everyone can go on with their merry lives. We're not engaging in any activity that would draw more attention to us. A target is not being placed on us because we're taking him back to Balder Harbor. Legally, it's probably even less of a target. Because he's even getting legally cleared of all of this. And there's not some question that's now being circled through underground about, oh, all these papers showed up. Legitimate factual proof that things were false. With an eyewitness account. And he walks free. We don't need to know who he was hired by because the guild can figure that out. Possibly.
Well, I believe I'm decided.
But I stand against it. We've got 2 for it. Where do you stand, Sheero?
I believe we take him back. Once we hand him over, he's out of our hands.
Yvonne leans back. I hate these scenarios. What am I saying? I've never had these types of scenarios before. Ugh.
IRL, I'm just too damn tired for this.
It is starting to get a little late for me though.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Are we alright if we just take him back and then let the guild sort this out?
The Stormpikes are gonna want answers anyway. And as I said,
And
if we let him go, they're gonna come asking us questions as to why. I'd rather be safe than sorry.
Can I... Zelda's gonna, like, look at him. What is he up to?
He's just sitting there listening, looking around, looks at you.
How's Kina?
Listening, looks around.
Looks at you.
Pets bird cat.
Kina, I believe you're our deciding vote. Zelda just, like, looks over at Kina, is just like, well, I think that makes you the deciding vote, since it's a tie otherwise. What do you think?
I hate it when the NPCs are asked to be tiebreakers.
I know! I'm sitting here like, damn, Shini's being forced to decide a thing that he put in front of us.
LMAO.
I'm trying to go through her motivations or affiliations.
I mean, I think she would probably want him to be taken in, but I don't really care either way, honestly.
There's two ways to go about this, but yeah, she.
Fair enough.
I'm not sure exactly where I fall in this. I don't necessarily think it was personally against me. But I know that my lady trusts Headmaster Roland. And I believe that in my position, I believe I must refer to him. Which, if that means taking him to him, then so be it.
Sounds like it's settled then. Nope.
Indeed.
I
You'll be treated fairly.
Yeah, I didn't hear any of that.
She says she trusts, or she kind of she referred.
She trusts Roland.
She trusts Roland because her lady trusts. She knows her lady trusts Roland, so that's as much as she can put into that. So.
Okay. So we're delivering them.
Indeed.
All right.
And let the chips fall as they.
All right.
My character will
Indeed.
walk behind him and start gagging him.
Oh, okay.
I don't believe the gag is necessary.
Oh, you don't? Alright.
No.
Yeah, you're just going to mess up his teeth even more at this point. How are your teeth doing anyway?
Jumbara, jumbara.
Painful.
and pit fiend.
I'll-
But he doesn't answer.
Okay. I'm guessing you're probably pretty hungry at this point.
I don't think you
so-
can eat.
What?
He'll reluctantly nod.
Okay. Zylna will pull out. Well, actually, she'll like turn to Kina and say, "Do you have any more of those berries? That would probably be easier than trying to feed him."
Yeah, she. Kina casts Goodberry.
Fantastic. Zelda will just like walk over and like pop a berry in his mouth.
Don't those still need to be chewed?
Well, he still has some teeth.
And they can swallow as well. They're small berries.
Yeah.
Indeed.
I'll just crush the damn things and throw them in there. It's.
I think I probably should only feed him one.
Oh yeah, no, that's all you
I don't
need.
want him to get overstuffed. Then he
Yeah.
might throw up.
That's literally all you need. Is like I honestly question how healthy it is to eat multiple.
No, I assume there should be like bad things that happen to you if you eat more than one. Like if you try to eat 2, you get like nauseous. If you eat 3, you just start throwing up.
They do heal you, so if you were eating them without being damaged, then it's gonna become a problem. But yeah, he eats the good berry. Uses the right side of his mouth. But yeah. So let's
Off we go.
Yep. We'll go ahead and end it there before getting on the road. Let's see.
Not gonna be much XP, I'm sure. Like it was all roleplay.
What I'm gonna, yeah. Which case, what I'm gonna do is, and not okay. No wait. All right, hold on. I'm gonna make a. There was a lot of RP, and there was a lot of RP that made progress with some things. You found out a lot of stuff, which was
Fair.
let's see, and I was gonna eventually start doing this anyway because I knew this was gonna happen. Session 5. Session 5 RP. Okay.
Because yeah, we found out about like
Really like to
some more. Right, like we found out some more about Sam's backstory. We found
Yeah.
out some stuff about like who hired this guy and his men.
You found, you nailed down. You got that it's the Halvar family and stuff like that. So it's P. Halvar family, Sam. Backstory. All right. So it's gonna be a total of 400 for the party, which will be 100 each. And
Okay,
so you each got 100.
nice.
So you're now all at 678.
Indeed.
Right.
Well, have a good day, everybody.
Yep.
Yep.
Thanks for the
It was a Fun
game.
game.
Thank
It
you for
was.
the good night, everybody.
Night.